Picture this, a man living out his best life in the city of Los Angeles. Every day he gets to go into work and, get his coffee and stuff. Okay, never mind. Right, hold on. Make it look like, Okay, picture this, a vast desert landscape with just a road beside it. A man coming down the road on his motorbike. I know it's a bit corny, but just bear with me. Coming down the road on his motorbike. And you know what's in his hand? It's a letter from the desert. And it says, "Dear free soul, come live the good life with us at," and then, a bunch of coordinates or whatever. You've traveled far and you've traveled wide to be here now in the present. There is no tomorrow for this man. There's no yesterday. There's only today. There's only now, this moment, And I know it sounds a bit sort of corny, but it's good, right? Because he's finally alive, And as the opportunity reflects off of his blue-tinted sunglasses and the wind blows into his hair, he's feeling good and he's feeling free. And I think that's pretty good, right? Now, you see, I'm not leaving for any of the normal reasons, right? My parents don't abuse me, they don't neglect me. I'm not addicted to drugs. I'm not in any real danger of violence where I am. The thing is, I'm just bored. Now, this is a map of our gorgeous world. And I often ask people, if you could go anywhere on this map, anywhere, where would it be? People answer New Zealand, Thailand, Italy, the US, who knows? And I always say, then why don't you go there? And I always get a similar answer, jobs, friends, family. People just want to stay in their hometown. And I think that's really stupid. That's what I call the comfort barrier. Because on this side of the comfort barrier, the side we're on, you have all this normality, this regularity. Everything's inside your comfort zone and everything's kind of fine. But if you can get to that other side, you have personal growth, success, freedom, adventure. Now, the guard of my comfort barrier, he's been retired for quite a while now. He's probably holidaying in New Zealand by now. But I just can't stay here anymore, This is a travel journal of mine. And as you can see, nothing on any of the pages. I'm going to fill this up by the time I'm 16, and then fill 10, 20 more, who knows. Seek adventure. That's what I'm going to do. I can't stay here my whole life. Now, the furthest I've been from England is Boulogne in France. And we went there for 2 days. It was nice, but you see how much more there is. Now, the nicest place I've been is definitely Bath in England. Gorgeous architecture, great food, great people. I loved it. If I ever come back to England, that's where I'll go. Now, you see, I often ask myself, if I was dead tomorrow, would I have any regrets? And the thing is, every time I answer yes. Because I haven't seen all of this. The world is there for our taking, and it might not be there tomorrow. So we should explore it, One day, I'll look back on all this, and I'll say, wow, am I glad I left when I did. Anyways, come, let's look at the rest of the house. That's my mum. She's the best. Even though she's always working, she always manages to keep us together, you know? Making dinner and stuff like that. And that's David. He may not look it, but, well, to be honest, he probably does. He's just over a year younger than me. He's not the most sociable of guys, so he spends a lot of the day in his room jamming to punk music. And that's Max. He's 12, but he acts like he's 6. He's the immature one of the family. But being the youngest, he has it pretty well. My dad, well, there's not much to say about him. I mean, look at him, he's wearing a dressing gown at 5:23 in the afternoon. You can tell he works a lousy job and he's unhappy. And then that's me, yeah. Well, I just felt like doing a freeze frame for myself. And we're eating, what's it? Oh.
What the hell is that camera doing at the table?
Well, it's for... This is where I live. What am I supposed to say now? What?
I don't know.
Oh, no, I've got it. Okay, so it's a nice house in an estate down a cul-de-sac on the western side of a pretty boring town, you know, nothing going on here. It's got 5 bedrooms, you know, mum and dad, of course. Then David has his own room, and me and Max share a room. Well, not really share. He's on the bed and I sleep on the floor. Well, not on the floor, but you know, on a sleeping mat. It's not as bad as it sounds. But yeah, then there's 2 more storage rooms upstairs. Well, storage rooms. They're spare rooms, really. But one of them's filled with instruments. There's a nice patio around the back in the garden. I'd say I do, you know, pretty well here, but not spectacularly, obviously. Otherwise, I wouldn't be, you know, leaving. But yeah, it's. I'm just like making a video explaining why I'm like running away and never coming back, you know?
Oh, okay.
So yeah, this is you know, my family, my house. I love them all very much. I'm sure they love me too, but you know. Anyways, I'm not really sure why we're, you know, doing this now. Feels like it should be a bit later on. Anyways, what do you think this hat, in case you go skiing in the Alps or go to Russia or something? Quite stylish, quite trendy. Keeps me warm. Anyways, let's go on with the tour. What the flip's that?
What's your language? Isn't he like 10 years old?
Alright, who the F is that?
He's a kid you hired from the street.
I did?
Yeah, do you not remember? You said you're like gonna pay him £2 an hour to stand in front of mirrors and stuff in case I get shot.
I did that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, where's my money?
Alright, what's your name, kid?
Marty.
Right. So, Marty, we're gonna be done very soon, hopefully. Thank you for being an extra and standing in front of the mirrors.
Good. It's nearly my bedtime.
Right. Okay. Let's get on with the tour then. Follow me. So. Guess whose room this is? Go on, guess.
Oh, I don't know, is it Max's?
Max's? What? No, it's David's. How'd you know?
How long do I have to stand here for?
What?
How long do I have to stand here for?
I don't know. Here, take this.
This isn't enough. You owe me 370.
Well, my mum's got a purse downstairs, so take what I owe you from that. Hey, no more than what's necessary, okay? There's 50s in that. I know where you live. I don't know where he lives. Anyways, David's room.
Get out!
Okay. David is, he's a real rocker. He's good once you get to know him, really, though. He's a nice guy. So, this is my, our room. You know, you can see this is my bed down here, all my stuff. This is Max's bed and, all his stuff. Max, can you come here? Can I talk to you about something serious, please? Right. So, maybe tomorrow or the day after, I'm gonna leave. No. God, Jesus. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the Eurostar. I'm gonna live in France for a bit, then see the rest of Europe. I'll eat good food. They say Mediterranean diet's good for you. I'll try not to eat too much though, eh? Speak the language, meet new people. See the world. Then I'll probably go to the land of opportunity, eh? Buy an Iceland flag. What? What?
You're going? You're really going?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you, you're so dramatic. Oh,
Yes. It's serious.
Yes! When are you leaving?
Maybe tomorrow.
Oh. This is great news. So, you won't be needing this?
Well, no, I guess
Yes!
that was my favourite bin.
So all this, I free rate, it's all mine.
Well, it kind of already is.
Oh my
Max.
God!
I
Yes! Oh, I'm so
surprised you, but
excited.
you're more serious.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's just let's cut to the montage. cheeky fact about this place. This house, it's the oldest in the area.
Really?
Yeah, it was built in 05 during that real hot summer.
To 1905?
No, obviously not, you idiot. You can see it isn't. This isn't the oldest house anywhere. 2005.
I thought I had a bit of modernist architecture.
Well, we'll just scrap this bit. The joke's ruined now, and nothing's happened.
Come on, we might as well finish it now.
Right, fine. No, you idiot! That's the house that used to be a farmhouse down the road. What are you doing? You obviously can't see the farmhouse past these huge garage. What? I know it looks really messy, right? But I think there is a degree of organisation here. These are all schoolwork and this is homework. I don't even know about the rest of this stuff there. Just look at all this mess. We're children. We should be, you know, letting loose, running wild, being free. Instead we get bogged down with all this work. Primary school's fine. Because, you know, it's fun, but secondary school, we just get all this work dumped on top of us where we have to revise, we have to do homework, all just to get a degree so that we can get a job that we'll hate for 40 years, working 9 to 5, and just become a slave to society. It's part of the reason I'm leaving. Where I'm going, I don't need an education, I don't need a job, and I don't need any degrees. I know people who have anxiety and depression because of this. We're children, we should be, you know, adventuring, experiencing life. And instead, this is all we do. Anyways, oh, I've lost my train of thought. Right. It can't have been that important. Right, so let's look at some teachers. Let's start with... Okay. Sorry to start on a bad subject, but here's Mr. Wilson. He teaches physics, unfortunately. It's my worst subject, I mean. But he's a great guy, a really great guy, you know? He tells funny stories like...
Fellas.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I go to an all-boys school. To be honest, I don't really know why.
Let me tell you a story about my last day of school. Summer of 1968. Now, like all good story cliches, it involves a building fire, a drunk man, a game of snooker, and a theft of which I was originally involved. Picture the three of us stood there, hair slicked back, toothpicks in our mouth, 3 filthy suits on our backs, waiting. You see, we'd just left home. Well, not left home so much as run away. An accomplice of mine named Jimmy had convinced us his dad had a car. We were waiting, expecting a Rolls Royce. Flash forward 46 minutes, hair slicked forwards, toothpicks on the ground, filthy suits in our hairy arms, and this green mess turns the corner. Turns out Jimmy, his dad, didn't own a big boy car. Instead, he'd gone down the road to Mr. Waltz's, old ex-army, and thrown him out and driven down to us. Flash forward, hair frizzy, toothpicks on the ground, suits in the boot, and we set off. Except none of us knew how to drive. Classic. Jim Bob, not Jimmy but stupid Jim Bob, convinced us he could make the journey. 12 yards down the road, he crashes into the pub. What's it called? The Old Fart. Well, who should be there but Mr. Shiniest forehead in the world? Waltz. Beard in his face, snooker cue in his hand, 2 mates behind him. One of them shouts, "Jeep!" I think he meant car, but was too drunk. Anyway, fortunately for me at this stage, the building alight. Petrol.
Hurry up.
What?
Hey, don't interrupt the man.
Shut up. You're bored too. I'm trying to learn.
Permission to beat him up, sir?
Of course. My protege.
That last bit really happened. I swear, I'm his top guy. But yeah, I just think he picked the wrong subject, really. If he was teaching, I don't know, English or something, he'd be a great teacher. You know, great teacher plus great subject equals fun. But he's a guy I really respect anyways. He's a top man. Anyways, moving on. Miss Allen. She teaches computing. Oh, You're bored already? Can't say I'm surprised. Anyways, come on. This is Mr. Said. All the seniors worship him. There's a mutual respect that sits between him and all his pupils. Like, the other day, there was some big tough rugby lads all playing out on the playground. He walked along and they all started chanting his name. By the time he got into the other side, half the school was. Jeez. Anyways, let me tell you, the other day in technology, 7 turns, 8 turns, 9 turns.
Hey guys, what are you doing?
We're playing chicken with the vice and seeing who can take their hand out last.
Well, okay, as long as no one gets hurt.
Okay, 10 turns, 11. One more.
Alfie, that boy in the middle, had to go to A&E about 20 minutes later. Broken wrist.
You know what? I can't be bothered to do this. I mean, about school. Let's do something else. I'd like to share with you some of my personal philosophies. You could say rules, but I think that just sounds a bit too strict, eh? It's more like a code I follow. Now for number one, it's something I haven't really touched on yet, but it's social media. Now, I don't want to talk about it too much, but what it comes down to for me is people just scrolling away their lives, you know? Obsessing on liking and commenting on other people's lives. It's just really unhealthy. People saying, oh, I wish I could be like them, but yet, I wish, yet. You see, I need to be productive in life. And what's all those pointless videos and stuff people watch on social media doing for their lives? It's just another fatal case of the desire to fit in. And next, I've touched on this before and I will again later, but not submitting to mediocrity. Not having any regrets in life, you know? Not having some pointless job that gives me nothing but sadness and like a 2-week holiday to show for it. Not having any regrets about living if I died tomorrow. I want to die shaking life's hand, saying, we had a baller of a time while it lasted, you know? Thanks for everything. That's why I treasure happiness above everything else and search for fun everywhere in life. And number 3, I don't want to live a life just ruled by time. Oh, it's 10 o'clock, time to go to bed. 7:30, time for work. I'm hungry, but I can't eat. It's only 10:46. I want to live a more natural life, more true to myself, true to nature, you know? I'll eat when I want. I'll sleep when I want. I'll take walks through the night for all I can. And sleep is awful too, isn't it? A whole third of your life, 8 hours a day, just gone, laying down with your eyes shut. It's terrible. I'll find some other way. I'll train myself or something. You know, a whole third of your life. There's just so much to experience, you see. And number 4, I can't succumb to the chains of life until I know who I really am. I see all these young couples getting married and they just throw themselves in at the deep end because they're rushing to know someone else before they truly understand themselves, you know. For me, I'm gonna wait until I'm at least 19 before I get into any kind of boyfriend-girlfriend relationships because I feel like I'm an adult by then and, you know, 18's too mainstream. But these relationships, these young relationships, they always end up in, you know, 2-month blips, wasted time. And people say that they're healthy because they can, you know, prepare you for a future relationship, but they're really toxic because they're mostly based on, you know, physical attraction to one another. It's not good at all. I think my future self will really thank me for following that rule. Let's say I get married. Already unlikely, I know, but still. Then I have to settle down. Alarm bells are ringing. That's the first really bad news. Well, second actually. The first is the marriage. Then bang, I've got kids. And then I'm chained to a mortgage for the next 20 years of my life. The world is 12,756 kilometers across around the equator. Why should I spend a quarter of my life in the same 20 meters of it, conforming to society, conforming to my family? My aim as a person is to travel to as many countries, see as many places as I possibly can. Now, I know some people will disagree with me, say I'm just living some fantasy, but I'm just doing the least I can do right now. Ready? Yeah, I think I know I'm ready now. Because I was nervous about the whole thing at first, leaving everyone, but now I know it'll be a blaze. Plan? I don't really have a plan. You know, I have £300 in savings. I have to hitchhike to London, and Eurostar ticket's only £50. So I get to Paris like that. My mum has this, I think her second cousin out in Paris, Dave is his name. He's cool. Well, I think everyone that lives abroad is cool, you know. But, so, you know, I'll stay with him in Paris for a little while, you know, speak the beautiful language, eat the food. Yeah, we'll be good friends, you know. I'll make some money, walk about like a gangster, you know. There'll be a time for me to leave though, to see the rest of France and, you know, then the rest of Europe. I mean, you know, I want to see Cannes, Lake Garda in Italy, you know, wherever they filmed Jules Jim and Cinema Paradiso. Well, there's so much to do, you know. Time, my greatest enemy and my greatest ally. But there'll be a time for me to leave Europe altogether. I want to go see America. I'll definitely go via Iceland though. I've always wanted to see Iceland with its, you know, volcanoes, all its fairy tales. It just looks gorgeous. America is my dream, you know, the Grand Canyon, the Statue of Liberty, all of it. I just need to see the world. Yeah, what a wondrous world it is, eh? Have I told everyone? Well, I've told Dad, I've told Max, and Max probably told David. Oh, my friend, oh no, I told my friends last week while we were out walking, yeah. Oh yeah, guys, I almost forgot to mention, but next week I'm going to go live on the continent to go live my life. I'm going to go alone though, so I hope you guys have a good life anyways. I really do have to go.
Come to think of it, I don't really know if they heard me. I mean, the river was loud. Well, either that or they were just plain drunk.
Damn, that's it. Mum probably doesn't know. I mean, she's the one who deserves to know the most. And, you know, Dad, knowing his lazy self, he wouldn't have told her. Yeah, I'll go tell her now. I mean, what do I say? She's in there right now. I think she's probably working as usual. What about like, you know, Mum, I'm really sorry, but, you know, I have to go live my life. And I love you and I always will, but I'm gonna go live in Paris with Dave and then further into Europe and then even into America and the whole world. And, you know, and then, you know, she'll start crying, but I'll tell her it's okay, you know. We'll start hugging, and she'll probably give me an envelope with a couple £100, and then, you know, she'll realise it's for the best, and then I'll leave. Is that?
Yeah, sounds good, yeah.
Okay. Mum, I have to talk to you about something really important. What now?
I guess you could write her a note.
Yeah, maybe. Mum.
Not now, Wes.
Bob.
Yeah?
Come on, I want to show you something.
Alright. You sure you want to wear that hat? It's a bit hot outside, isn't it?
Alright. You see, one of the main reasons I'm leaving is just the mediocrity of it all, you know? Just these normal people living their normal lives, with their normal jobs, normal families. I can't stand it. I hate normality. It's one of my least favourite words. Like, I just see these people walking past me like zombies, you know? They've got gravestones in their eyes. I wonder how you can even do that to yourself. Like, I can't even go into town anymore. It's not even worth it for me. Just the same people, the same places. It's just a waste of time. Like, I get on my bus and I see these people going to work and I wonder if they know what they could have been, if they'd dared to be someone, you know? I see these young parents, you know, and I pity them. But at the same time, I just think they're stupid. Because why would you just throw your life away before it's even begun? Tell you what, these people, they're just searching for the easy way out with these jobs. If someone told me that I was just another person in society with just another job, I'd cry and I'd cry and I'd cry and I wouldn't be able to stop crying. It's not who I am. For me, it's all about change, because change is growth, and growth is what life's all about, you know? Anyways, come here. So, I used to know someone who's moved away now, but we were really close, right? And he told me something that stuck with me forever. He told me, don't be another brick in the wall. Don't just be another person in society, yeah? Dare to be different. Dare to be special. Dare to be someone remembered in generations to come. Don't just conform to society. Don't conform to anyone. Be who you are, you know? Because you've only got one life, and that's something special. So you've got to live it, you know? That's something to think about. Oh. We won't be needing this anymore, will I? New haircut, the shirt off. Probably won't be getting a haircut for a few years now, will I? Anyways, I believe I'm done.
Wait, how about you, like, write a letter or something?
How do you mean? For what?
I mean, like, just to clarify things, like, with Mum and stuff, you know?
Yeah, maybe. But isn't that kind of like, you know, those terrible, like, made-for-TV dramas where right at the end someone's, you know, running away, and everyone's just about to catch them, but they get there too late, so they write a note, and it's some monologue that they read out on the thingamabob while they're like driving away or catching a plane or something. Everyone's got there too late, oh no. Or all those terrible action ones where they've just escaped from some like impenetrable fortress. How have they done that? But you don't get shown how, do you? No, no, no. It's all in the note. It's all lazy writing. Anyways, yeah, like that.
Well, yeah, but I mean, not so corny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Dear family, but mostly mum, because I like you the most and the rest of you are just okay. I mean, look at you, you're all just terrible. Dad, you never give a damn and you're so lazy I could probably get more out of a brick wall. David, what happened? I thought we used to know each other, but now you're just that stranger living upstairs. And Max, well, look at you, you're just some spoiled little brat. You don't deserve the room or the big double bed. I mean, we have like 3 spare rooms. I guess you kind of all messed it up in the end, didn't you? Brackets. This next bit is for Mum only. Mum, I know you always try your best for us, or so I usually think you do, you know. You cook and clean and keep us alive, but you just work and work and work and work. And that's not good, it's awful. I never see you at all, and when I want to, you just say you're busy. And you go and do some more work and leave us. To be honest, you haven't been living for years now. End brackets. If you haven't caught it already, I'm leaving, and I'm not coming back, ever. I'm going travelling and I'm gonna live. You see, I have a lust for life. I treat every day as if it's my last now. Take that opportunity, be silly, be stupid, see this, see that. Be late on your own terms. You never know, tomorrow fate might seize you up in his black cloak and keep you there for death. I'm not going to be a sheep following the rest of the herd to a life of monotony. Life's for living, not dreaming. I'm here, now. I've reached the golden gates of life and I intend to go in and never come out. Come and join me if you can. I wonder where I'll be this time tomorrow. So, does that answer your questions to why I'm leaving and never coming back? From a man changed, Wes.
Right. Right. Time to leave then, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah. Good. Yeah.
Alright.
Cool.
Okay.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? You think I'd leave without taking one last dump, did you? Well, right, I'm going in now, okay? You can... What are you doing? Right, give it here.
Hi, this is Wes, in case you hadn't guessed. Congratulations on making it to the end of my film, with all these people in it. Now I have to edit all this together, man. Right. Well, see you guys never, probably, I guess.